Hello everybody, welcome to Red Tool House. Today is part 6 of our boar corral building project, and it's mill time. We need to get our boards ready for the mill, and I've got my cut list all figured out. Going to use the poplar logs that we dropped earlier in our series, and even have some pine in here we may mill up as well. So let's get to cutting. So the looks like the pigs unearthed some new farm wear for me. So I found these polyester, I don't know what the heck you'd call those. They're pants, obviously. I have to clean those up and give that a try. Be fancy pants around here. Anyway, so the cut list that I need, the dimension of choice we're going for is various lengths for the different sections of wall. But I want to do 1.5 inches thick, or 1.25 inches, still toying with that, by 7, maybe 8. We'll just see what the logs will yield. I want to try to be consistent. So as we start milling this out, looking at the material we have, I want to be consistent in my width at least, and my thickness, but my width primarily, so when I go to butt these boards up, as they butt up against one another, I don't have anything out of whack there. So I know my first longest dimension is 12 feet. I need 6 12-foot long boards, 7 to 8 inches wide, and like I said, about 1.5 inches thick is what we'll probably shoot for. Want really sturdy walls here. So I've got 2 decent sized diameter poplar logs, the butt logs of the first 2 trees, that have at least 12 feet in them. This one over here, it actually is 13 feet till that dog leg, so I can get my boards out. I don't think I can get 6. I probably only get 5 out of that. Maybe close. But this guy here goes a long way before we get to his dog leg. So even if I skip over the wedge from my bird's mouth, yeah, we're almost 23 feet to that dog leg. So I've got plenty to play with there. I could cut obviously I could get my 12-foot and then get another 10-foot with room to spare. So I think we'll start with this gal. If I recall, I believe she's about 12 inches in diameter at chest height when we cut her. So like I said, I don't know that I'm going to get 6 boards out of that, probably 5. But we'll start with this one, roll her out, see how dirty she is, get it cleaned up before we put it on the mill. Now when I did my video about spraying our logs, a lot of you guys commented about, hey, yeah, there's other things you can do, a debarker, the debarker attachments. Yeah, I understand there's debarker attachments for the mill. Norwood actually has one. Yeah, decent expense there. And of course you could take the time to peel the bark off, get the debarker attachment for your chainsaw, yada, yada, yada. I don't have that. I've got a pressure sprayer. I've got plenty of water, and gas is cheap. So we'll continue spraying for now until we see a better option come along that makes sense. Speaking of water, you may also be wondering when I'm going to cut the grass around here. Well, it's been raining for the last 5 years. Now it's been raining nonstop for the past week. Everything just exploded as far as grass goes. So hopefully we'll get the weed whacker down here. May have to grab a teenager to do that and weed whack around the mill. It looks starting to look like a jungle. Alright, so while I dump my slabs here, I want to take this time to shout out to another YouTube channel, a guy I've gotten to know here online. If you guys like to see me work with the tractor and other types of equipment, check out Hamiltonville Farms. I'll link to it up here and also in the video description. But Hank down there in northern Florida, he just got a brand new Branson, 55 horse I believe, and he and a shifty looking group of guys go into the woods and check to see if they can get some of this old equipment that they've had permission to try out to start. And you're looking at old road graders and dozers and backhoes and those type of things. So it's pretty interesting. It's fun to watch. The Florida boys, you gotta keep an eye on them though. But give a shout out to Hank. Hank, good luck with the channel. Congratulations on the growth you've been having, and stay safe, man. Okay, so I was able to get 6 out of that. That last board is about a 1/16 of an inch thinner than 6/4, but you know, I don't think the pigs are going to mind. It's still going to work. So that takes care of our 12-foot length, which is our longest. Now I need, for my next panel, is 9 feet wide, so I need 9-foot long boards. Again, 6 of those 7 to 8 inches. I may end up making these 8 inches wide as well. So that's what we're shooting for. Alright, so that second log yielded 5 boards that were 8 inches wide, 9 feet long. So we need 1 more, and then the other 2 panels are left to make up. But we're going to take a break. We've got a 50th birthday party to go to for my brother. So we'll be back in the morning. Well, all right, so the cut list had me wanting 24 boards, and I ended up with, actually ended up with 24. My 24th board, a little thin. It wasn't 6/4, it was about 1 inch, but the way I'm lining these up, it'll be about 48 inches high. That last board will make up the last bit to 48 inches, so I'm not really worried about that. I don't know that the boar is going to test the strength of that. And so I'm anxious to get this put together. Obviously, I know you guys aren't even paying attention to what I'm saying. You're too busy checking out my new britches that I found. And yeah, so these are the ones that we dug out of the dirt there. And this just shows you that this homestead, this farm, keeps producing treasure for us. If any old fashionistas out there know what these are called, I mean, obviously the obvious answer is sexy, but what are they actually called? Let me know. These are quite comfortable. There is a hole somewhere. I'm getting a draft. I'm not quite sure where that hole is. I'm getting a draft, but yeah, I don't know if this is the new Homestead chic or not. Hey, YouTube, my eyes are up here, all right? Come on, right here, right here. Eye contact. It kind of reminds me of my first grade teacher, but that was a while back. All right, well, stick around. Hopefully our next video, if it would stop raining, we'll be actually putting these up, and we'll get the boar corral built and see if we can start corralling some boars. All right, take care, everybody.